right, welcome back to the Patriot Hour. Got a interesting article to go over here today, folks. Another one. Something that we all need to be in tune with. Something that we all suspected for a very long time. Hillary camp set up Trump Tower meeting between Don Jr. and the Russians. They're all connected. The Clintons and the Russians, just like we suspected the whole time. Again, I'm going to tell you, please subscribe if you're not already. Those of you coming back, welcome back, Patriots. For the new Patriots joining just today, your very first episode, your very first time stopping by, welcome. We welcome all new Patriots waking up in the movement. We encourage it. Please share the video across all social media platforms while you can. Descriptions down below, everything's in there. If you'd like to support the channel monetarily means, we got the Patron, PayPal, many different little things, and then we just encourage to share. That's awesome. Okay, let's jump right into this here, folks. Jump right into this article here. All right, Hillary camp set up Trump Tower meeting between the Russians and Don Jr. This came at like 8 o'clock this morning. So it's confirmed. Hillary camp set up the Trump Tower meeting between Russians and Don Jr. Russians involved are connected to the Clintons. Okay, Gateway Pundit, California U.S. Representative Devin Nunes shared on Fox News that Hillary Clinton campaign team working with Glenn Simpson and the infamous Fusion GPS likely set up the entire Trump Tower meeting with Donald Trump Jr. and Jared Kushner as a way of entrapping the Trump campaign. All right, so we knew this. We've been speculating. It's the way it seemed. You do want to look for election rigging. Look no further than the Clinton campaign and the DNC, along with what they did to Bernie Sanders alone. You want to look for Russia collusion, look no further than the meeting that they set up or the dossier that they funded with GPS, the DNC, the Clintons. All right? It was there all along, plain sight. So the whole thing was a setup. Dan Bongino said on a recent podcast about the meeting at Trump Tower. All right? Great guy. Follow him along on Twitter. Anyway, so he said on his recent podcast about the whole meeting, this meeting was a setup. It's a setup. It's a setup. It's a scam. It's a setup. Dan Bongino lays out how the entire meeting at Trump Tower was a setup. The Russians were involved. We're all connected to the Hillary Clinton. All right, listen, starting at the 13-minute mark. So again, this link will be down below. You could check that out. So now on Fox News, Nunes, who sat through hours of testimonies related to the Trump-Russia farce, said the following. But something also probably important to note about the so-called Trump Tower meeting. This meeting was the actual Fusion GPS met with the people before and after the meeting. So these same people met with Fusion before, then they did the, Don Jr. meeting. And then after, they went back and debriefed about what, here's what we were able to talk about during the meeting. So Fusion GPS, once again, was a Clinton campaign paid for operations outfit. They were clearly involved in the setup of the Trump Tower meeting. So if they want to bring Cohen in and talk to him, that's great. We'll participate. But the truth, if you really want to get the truth behind the Trump Tower meeting, Fusion GPS and the Clinton campaign are all over it and probably behind it. The group that organized the meeting with Trump adversaries and the Russian lawyers was the same Democratic group, Fusion GPS, that was behind the discredited Trump dossier. Who was at the June 2016 meeting? Donald Trump Jr., Jared Kushner, Paul Manafort, Natalia Venezuela, that's a lawyer, Russian lawyer, Rob Goldstone, and Renat Akahishin, I don't know how, translator, representative of the Alagorov family. So at least 8 people were at this meeting. Now another thing that had come out was the phone call right after that. Trump Jr. made some phone calls and they were blocked. And the Democrats, the left, all of the channels, 92% of the media, the MSN, fake news media, had been pushing for the last year and a half, 2 years, that those phone calls are important. We think he called Trump, and this will prove that him and Trump were coordinating. They're trying to use the whole before and after thing. That actually happened with Fusion on this particular meeting with these people before, then right after. But they were saying that about Trump Jr.'s phone, that he called Trump. This will prove it. Well, that just came out, and it wasn't. Jr. called two close friend business associates. So that was a lie. Now they're spinning that. Well, it still doesn't know if Trump knew about it. There's probably another way. That phone call, we pushed and pushed, but we're wrong. So now these 8 people who attended the Trump Tower meeting on June 9th, 2016, Donald Trump Jr., I just went over the names. The lawyer who met with the Trump team in June 2016 was denied at a U.S. visa to enter. However, she received special permission to enter under the United States after filing an affidavit in the federal court case in New York. We know the following date about the characters involved in setting up the Trump team at Trump Tower. Congressional testimony confirms that the consultant Glenn Simpson, founder of Fusion, GPS, was hired by Hillary Clinton's campaign and the Democratic National Committee, DNC, to work his political opposition magic against President Trump. Now, Simpson has testified he put former MI6 agent Christopher Steele on the job and sent him to Russia. Simpson and Steele both kept a constant back channel to Bruce Orr, the fourth highest ranking member of the Department of Justice, as recently declassified messages prove. We also know that Orr, whose wife Nellie Orr worked for Fusion GPS right alongside Simpson, coordinated before, during, and after the election with both Christopher Steele and Glenn Simpson. Also, Hillary Clinton wasn't Simpson's only employer. The night before the Trump Tower meeting, Simpson had dinner with another client, Natalia Veneskia. I'm butchering the names, folks. I can't even begin. He had dinner with her again the night after the meeting, he told Congress. So this lady, Natalia, was at the Trump Tower meeting and is suspected of working for Simpson. The entire Trump Tower meeting was likely set up by the Clintons, as now we know all the characters involved are connected to the Clintons. When Americans shouted "lock her up" at Trump rallies, they knew she was a crook. Yes, we did. And that is all just starting to break, folks. A few days ago, we've known about this. We've heard about it through many of different articles over the last year leading up to it. All has to come out legally, all right, in a manner like it is. These people shouted the opposite of all this for the whole last 2 years. Projection. They're going to get a jump on. They knew Russia was going to be coming out hugely. Election fraud. So you project all these things on the opposite people. So that way, about 2 years in, when it all really comes out, well, geesh, I thought it was Trump in Russia. Now you're saying Hillary in Russia. All I know is Russia's bad, and they should probably both be locked up because Russia is bad. I mean, that's the objective, to say everything so loud on the other person, and then it's, now it baffles people like, oh, everything they accused him of, she's guilty of now. I don't buy that. It's because he's president and he runs these, they're all in cahoots with them. I mean, they're trying their darndest, all right? Their backs are against the wall. Desperate people cause them to do desperate things, all right? Desperate measures, desperate people, back against the wall, the demise of the old guard. They're going down. They feel it. They know it. What else do they have left? We could expect a few more fireworks, I'm for sure. All right. Okay, I just wanted to read that one to you. I thought it was interesting. Please, again, subscribe, like, share, comment. Have a great evening. I'll be back here soon with more articles. Anything and drops anywhere, folks. We're here. The Q Post, breaking news. We're here to follow it. All right. We're going to read lots and lots of things together, just like in the intelligence communities. You're going to look at a lot of things. You're going to have to connect all your own dots. Don't ever take anything we say here or anyone says anywhere. Listen to lots of things. Listen to everybody. Read everything you can. Believe none of it until you can verify it. All right? Again, I'm Mike. It's a Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed each and every one of you worldwide. See you back here real soon.